Every day I question my sanity because I have a really good day job.
Billy's selling out stadiums all across the world.
I look forward to getting married, but I look forward to stop talking about getting married.
Why are we not agreeable on a honeymoon?
NWA wrestling fans, let's start this thing off right.
Smashing Pumpkins? He owns it?
He's like signing the paycheck.
No one in my life cares about professional wrestling. Not Chloe.
I don't watch TV.
Not the band.
Wrestling is not really in my life.
Yeah, it's not really my thing.
Except Jack.
It's definitely more fun when the wrestlers are around.
I never thought I'd ever perform at a rock concert.
It's either going to be a big success or it's going to be an absolute mistake.
Now listen. I got this new deal for the summertime because I'm the deal man. I always got the deals, right? It's called the Dealz D-Dub Summer Bundle.
What is it?
What do you mean, what is it? It's a bundle, but that's not important right now. It's a thing with a bunch of stuff in it for a deal. Anyway, this is what it is. 3 t-shirts, same size. That's not enough for $49.99.
No, it's not.
I'm going to throw in another item.
You've established the price, $49.99.
And I'm going to throw in another item on top of that. 2 items, 3 shirts, $49.99. That's an insane deal.
That's an insane deal. It's summertime. You're making that happen. The deals are on their way.
It's available right now.
Now?
NationalWrestlingAlliance.com. Hit the shop button.
Oh.
That's amazing!
Boyo Del Mar here for the new NWA official wrestling magazine, online exclusively at NationalWrestlingAlliance.com. Read about all the stars of the National Wrestling Alliance now at NationalWrestlingAlliance.com. Scroll to the top and click magazine.
NWA 76, Saturday, August 31st at the 2300 Arena in Philadelphia, baby. Epic battles, unforgettable moments, the red hot energy of the NWA. Champions will rise, legends will fall, and history will be made. Grab your tickets at NWALiveEvents.com.
Oh, we didn't think of the background.
Crap. Hold on.
I'm scrolling up. Oh, you beat me to it. Christmas. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the NWA. It's Monday night. You've got Joe Galli, you've got Danny Dealz, you've got Kyle Davis. Gary Horne, 3 weeks in a row, is not here. I think it's time we just told everybody the truth. Gary's been missing for 3 weeks. We don't know where he is. He doesn't answer calls. He's never on the office calls.
There that's holding my precious Gary. I'm coming for you. I'm coming to save you, Gary.
We've been kicked off of YouTube now.
This is hard.
It's very hard. You'll notice that we're still getting the hang of it. Things are wonky. Joe and I are busy doing the day-to-day stuff. Danny Dealz is busy being awesome and getting the deals to you. So we're trying our best. We're figuring it out. Bear with us, folks. We're happy to be here. We're happy to have you here. And actually, Dealz, we got a code tonight or anything like that? Speaking of the deals, man.
We got the bundle. We got
the bundle. That's right. And what was the code for the bundle? One more time, baby.
There is no code. You just go to bundles and you find the Dealz D-Dub Summer Bundle and you click.
Hold on.
There is
red hot shirt for y'all. Bam! Look at that guy.
Whoa, brother. I've actually reordered those. We have more of those in stock.
Hell yeah. I mean, that guy's hot, but he's not as hot as that guy. Woo!
That's a new shirt. That is an on-demand shirt. However, I will have stock of that at 76.
We do not have a picture of him wearing it because Tom's body does not like cotton to be touching it.
No.
He just doesn't like anything. But speaking of people that don't like anything, Baron right here, Baron Von Storm, an intense man, and an intense t-shirt to match. You could have that there while you're dropping claws on everybody. And people that know what it's like to get dropped the claw on. That is Thrillbilly Silas Mason. That is Kerry Morton. That is Alex Taylor. And by the way, Alex Taylor's current mustache version of him, I am a big fan of. Just like I'm a big fan of that new Southern Six shirt. The slime balls, the throwback, the shirt that reminds me of my childhood and a certain pop culture reference. Mad Balls, Google it. But the slime balls, Slime City, they're there. Ella Envy, the it girl who will be in competition at NWA 76. Whatever. Hello. She hates me. Move on from that shirt, please.
That shirt moved it.
Davis, here's another one.
It's not a honey shirt. No. It's a fanny pack. Eyes down, gentlemen.
It's not just a fanny pack, Kyle. It's actually an anywhere belt bag. You ever see people how they sometimes have those bags like around their chest?
Kyle wears it like a seatbelt.
Yeah,
I do. I wear it like a seatbelt because it doesn't fit my waist. It fits that way.
Hunter just decided to wear it like a fanny pack, which you can, but it's not your average fanny pack. Yeah.
Carson Drake, he's got all the bills. He's got everything, but this is just $1. So if you really aren't a fan of him, you can wear his $1 t-shirt and be like, hey.
Everybody's a fan of, though. Bam!
Get it, got it, bueno, t-shirt. How do you say t-shirt in Spanish?
You know what? Hopefully our guest will be able to tell us that.
Yeah, there's actually
if they come on board, that'll be the first question we ask our guest.
There's a new version of that shirt though. Did you get the picture?
Maybe not. That one might not have come through.
Okay.
To be honest, but
now on
I got this one.
You got that one.
Different.
That's
two colorwares of it. The throwback NWA logo right there.
Yeah, that. Those are cool. I want that.
The Tiffany Nieves new shirt is actually it's on like a heathered blue. It looks really nice.
Yeah, heathered blue.
I don't know what happened. That one did not make the transfer over. Probably because Gary's not here to eat gravy cakes or whatever the hell he does.
We're figuring it out.
But we got plenty of other stuff to talk about. Look at this new poster we got, folks.
Speaking of figuring it out, we figured out that October 26th, spooky season, is the perfect time to return to Sarasota, Florida. Samhain 2 is going to be where it's all at. What will happen? The fallout of NWA 76 will be here as well, ladies and gentlemen. You got to be part of the action. Come down to Florida, enjoy yourself. Or if you can't come to Florida, but you're in Dothan, Alabama at the end of the year, and you don't want to celebrate Halloween, but you like Christmas, well, Looks That Kill is the perfect December gift. I know what you're saying. Looks That Kill, holidays, little weird. You don't know what Santa does when you're not around. He is going to be there enjoying the program.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, I like that.
That looks great.
That's bueno, as the kids would say.
Wait, can I make it bigger? No, wait. Damn it. No. Gary.
He's not.
There we go. There, that's bigger. There
Joe, when you scream his name when you're trying to do things, it makes us think that you have him tied up in your basement.
You know, that's what infants crave, is the flesh of other human beings.
Is that a segue for our baby update?
It would be. If I could get to the video.
I could change the gimmick. No, that's not the thing in the corner.
There we go.
Gaga, goo goo, coochie coochie coo. Joe's got a baby update for you. Gaga, goo goo, coochie coochie coo. Joe's got a baby update for you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen.
It's the final countdown.
Yeah, and you had some kind of hiccup with some item too, right?
What do you mean? What are we talking about?
Oh, you having to return the
you had to prove
yes.
destroyed.
So, I'm not going to be able to play this video because it has copyrighted music and will get kicked off of YouTube. Okay. But if you go to my Instagram or my TikTok, I made a very funny video, a shot-for-shot remake of the printer scene from Office Space.
Which was too long, so we had to cut it down, but it was for shot.
It was really, I shot everything, and I was like, screw it, I got to make it short. So please go and enjoy that. It's actually gone mildly viral, so I'll take that. But to give you a baby update in the current state that we're in, unfortunately, we did have to go and pop by the hospital, and we had a little scare there. Shelby's her blood pressure spiked really hard on Tuesday, so right after this last podcast. I blame Gary, but it turned out to be a false alarm. Wasn't going into labor, whatever. So everything's good. We are on schedule for that C-section this Wednesday, 12 o'clock Central, and we will be streaming it live on this channel. So I know my wife is very much against this as much.
I'm bringing needle nose pliers, and I'm going to help out.
Yes, thank you. And I also have that box cutter, which I think will come in handy as well.
And then look, I've got super glue to put it all back together.
Thank you. And you know what? Even better, you know what's interesting? When a woman is pregnant and they're about to give birth, animals just flock to her. So like, there's our dog Taylor, and there's one of our cats Nori. And they will not leave her alone. She cannot get a second alone without having one of the animals near her, which I hear is pretty normal when it comes to pregnancy.
Yeah, with dogs especially.
Yeah, dog, like Taylor will not leave her side. Like, it's crazy. So
yeah.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, we've added a couple of things right here. You could go and scan this QR code to go to our Amazon registry, where we've got a bunch of baby stuff to replace the stuff that I was forced to break. Thank you, Kyle. I know you're doing that, Kyle.
You're welcome.
Oh, good. All right, there you go. Normal babies. That's what I'm hoping for. I just want her to be somewhat normal.
This back.
So and buy me some stuff, and more importantly, buy Shelby some things. And once again, thank you for all the well wishes and everybody that I've talked to.
And while we're talking this, I want to give a big thank you to everybody in the chat here. We got people from Puerto Rico. We got people from South California, Smith, Charlotte, everything.
California.
The thing that screwed me up is her name was Charlotte, and I saw South, and it got me screwed up because, you know, this is all vodka cranberry, guys. I'm not going to lie.
When you live stream it, are Kyle and I doing commentary over the top of it?
Of course. It's going to be just like this. So it's like the birth will be in this box, and you'll be there.
So there'll be a role reversal, because then you'll ring announce the baby's arrival instead of Kyle.
Yeah, even better, Kyle. But wouldn't it be funny? Because we could send that link to like have guests on to anyone. What if we just put that in the chat and like on social media, like be a part of the birth, and then everybody could join in and say like hi as these guts are getting cut open to remove this baby.
You know, here's the thing that I don't have children. My girlfriend has a son, so I'm learning about this. But as far as allegedly, yes, he's allegedly great. I'm trying not to make BS here. But the truth of the matter is that everybody grows up in so much social media and everything that, you know, when I was a kid, I was lucky to have a photo or something of something that happened with me. And now there's video of everything. You literally could just be like, hey, want to see me being born? And pop it in and have it on like Twitter. That's crazy.
Yeah, and look at that. The country gentlemen, both born via C-section from a bovine, apparently. They are, you know. I'm just kidding. Their mother is a lovely woman. I apologize. With all sincerity.
All right.
Wait a minute.
They are big dudes.
Wait. Dealz, you know Ohio.
I know Cleveland, yeah.
Where's Cleavage? I don't think that place.
It's above Cleveland. It's right up here on Cleveland.
I am.
Are you a cat lady? Joe is a cat lady. You are absolutely correct.
It's different. So like when you're doing stuff elsewhere and people will say, well, they're from Ohio too. I'm like, where are you from? They're like, Dayton. I'm like, okay, well, I'm from Cleveland. It's not like the rest of Ohio. I'm not saying
Michigan's the hand thing, not Ohio.
It's its own thing. It's just like Detroit ain't like the rest of Michigan. It's one of those things.
I just refer to them as Ohio.
Chili in Cincinnati, which is gross. I've never liked Skyline chili. I've never been a fan.
No, it's overrated.
Welcome to Food Talk, ladies and gentlemen.
Cincinnati's North Kentucky. I mean, what are we talking?
Put some tomato sauce on it and we're talking.
You know what? While we're talking food here, let's bring this thing up right here. Wrecking Ball, one of our podcast, our show's favorite guests of all time. He posted online the other day. He doesn't understand why pickles are constantly added to chicken sandwiches now and how he thinks it's bullshit. And I got to agree with him.
Delicious.
It's a Southern thing. It's a Southern thing.
It's become a popular thing. And here's the deal. DW Dealz. Cheese should be the standard on a chicken sandwich. On a fried chicken sandwich, a slice of cheese should be the standard. You shouldn't have to ask for no pickles, add cheese. It should be the other way around if you wanted it.
No, it should be cheese.
I don't know. I don't know if I agree with that statement. There's certain instances where I agree the cheese definitely complements it. If you get the spicy chicken sandwich from Chick-fil-A, the pepper jack they put on there.
Dave's Hot Chicken the other day was delicious with cheese on it.
But like, you know, a slice of like American or something on there maybe is not the best call. I'm just saying. My favorite
little white American.
Go down to Jake's all caps here.
Wait,
comments. Jake's all caps.
Yeah.
Here we go. Oh, we all tried it.
We all clicked at the same time.
Pickles do not belong in chicken sandwiches, and yes, cheese should be standard.
Thank you, Magic Man.
Wait a minute.
Thank you.
The brininess from the pickle really offsets everything that you're getting from the saltiness of the breading that comes with the chicken sandwich. The pickle is a perfect accompaniment. I'm not saying cheese doesn't need to be there. I'm just saying you need to be selective when it comes to the dairy products that you're putting onto either fried or grilled cheese or chicken.
Let's ask Alex Misery, because he's in the chat and he's crazier than a son of a bitch. So let's see what he thinks.
I should probably just send him the link to join.
Joe, it just dawned on me that with you having a baby and me trying to become financially more cognizant of the world around me, we're not going to be able to have these great eat out meals anymore when we're on the road. We're not going to be able to go.
Kyle, I want some steak and I want some bourbon, and that baby can. That baby's going to be feeding off of a breast for at least a few months. So.
What was that hot beef sandwich place we went to last time?
Oh God,
that was pretty tasty. Speaking of
really
cheese
good.
on stuff,
that was. Where were we?
We must have been in Chicago somewhere.
No, it wasn't Chicago. Where were we?
No, it was, because we were there. We ate there because we had to go to the world premiere of
that sandwich
of
place.
Carneyland.
Talking about the other sandwich place that I can't remember. Where was that?
Oh, we were in Chicago at another sandwich place. We went across the street from the venue, and there was a.
I'm mixing my Chicago sandwich.
Does Billy Corgan have the rights?
What's your favorite sandwich place in the chat? I want to know where to go. There's a place called Matt and Tony's. If you're in the Los Angeles area, it is in the San Fernando Valley. It is worth the trip. Absolutely delicious. One of the best sandwich places. I actually take it. It's my number one sandwich place on planet Earth, and it sucks that I can't have it more often. And my dad gets to have it whenever he wants.
Permani Brothers in Pittsburgh.
Are we talking sandwiches? Are we talking sandwiches or just restaurants in general in
sandwich
areas?
Place. Sandwich.
Okay.
Permani's.
The one I used to love is out of business now.
No, Al. No.
White Castle.
I trained in professional wrestling at the ROH Academy in Bristol, Pennsylvania. This was back in 2006. It was a long time ago. But I crashed on my friend's couch 3 nights a week. I drove from Connecticut to Philly, crashed on his couch. And there was this place near Villanova University where we would get cheesesteaks from. The things were this massive, and they called them a belly filler. I don't remember what the hell they were. Oh, that place was amazing. That's good. Thank you, DJ Sucka Free. Zaxby's does make a tasty chicken sandwich.
DJ.
All right, you know what? We've been talking a lot about sandwiches. We've been talking a lot about this stuff. I don't see our guests on here right now, so we might as well start talking about what the big show is coming up. Pub subs are pretty damn.
Well, I'm going to send you this picture. I screenshotted when I was watching a YouTube video the other day.
I shudder to think what that could be. Do we want to talk Power tomorrow night first, or we want to talk NWA 76? Because we've had new matches announced since last week.
You call it.
I'm going to do 76.
It's your show. It's your show.
Here we go. NWA 76 coming at you from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, August 31st. This year, we're going to be at the 2300 Arena, ladies and gentlemen, and tickets are available right now at NWALiveEvents.com, or you can hit that QR code that is right there near my shoulder. Just a little bit of scanny scan gimmick on there if you're watching this on your phone or laptop. Yeah, whatever you want to do on there, because there is so many matches happening and so many people involved. I just wanted that one because, damn it, they had red, white, and blue gear, and isn't that perfect? And it segues directly to this. A tag team grudge match, the rubber match of sorts. The Southern Six against Knox and Murdoch. So far, Knox and Murdoch have beat the Southern Six in a cage. The Southern Six have beat them at the Crockett Cup. And this one is going to determine which team gets all of the bragging rights. We've seen it every time. The Southern Six always kind of has an ability to cheat to win a little bit, if you want to say that. Turn into Raven for a second. Ring jacket. It's an inside joke if you've ever wrestled with it. The Burke Invitational Gauntlet to crown the new #1 contender to the NWA World Women's Championship. How many people will be involved in that match? We don't know. We've already gotten some of the names so far as they've been trickling out online, but I'm not going to lie to you. I know some names that haven't been announced yet, and I don't know if I'm going to accidentally say the wrong thing, so I'm going to glaze over the contestants. You can find that out by calling the NWA.
Like a jelly donut?
Yes, I don't like jelly donuts.
How about a glizzy? You're a no for Kyle.
Tag team action: Baron Von Storm and Jack Stain versus Magic Jake Dumas and Zion. That match is going to be happening there. And speaking of tag team matches, the U.S. Tag Team Championships are going to be on the line as new champions Talos and Daisy Kill are going to be going up against the Slime Balls, the Country Gentlemen, and the Fixters. Will they be able to defend? Will they lose? Will the Country Gentlemen live up to everything they've said? Do the Fixters rule? Is it Slime City? Is it pretty? You're going to have to come to the show August 31st.
Oh, no.
What happened?
We've added too many images into like the system. And
Yes, you have to delete them. It only fits 100.
All right, now I'm trying to add the one that Dealz sent over.
You could delete the pictures of your wife that you've already shown.
I did. I deleted those.
Oh, that was the one I ripped from the YouTube.
Yeah, I'm trying to add. Here it is. Wait,
that's not it.
Here
it is.
Oh, look at that.
Look at young Kyle.
Look at the days. Oh, man.
With your trainer.
And,
Young Kyle.
Jim Cornette heard.
Everybody jocked that look after that.
They did. Everybody was like, I like that guy's look. Let's steal it. Speaking of looks that are going to be stolen, everybody wants to be like Alex Misery. I see it all the time. Social media, every guy looks like him. And Alex Misery, Jack Cartwheel making his return to the NWA. The number one contender for the NWA Junior Heavyweight Championship will be determined in Philadelphia. One of these men is going to be having quite the opportunity ahead for him.
That guy cartwheels to the bathroom. I mean, he cartwheels everywhere.
He cartwheels everywhere. In fact, being on the airplane with him before, you see him cartwheel out the aisle, which was very impressive because it's a limited space you have to move with. Very controlled cartwheels. Speaking of control, the King Bees have been controlling the NWA Women's Tag Team division. They are the NWA World Women's Tag Team Champions, and they are going against, and this was kind of a breaking news thing, Ella Envy, Samantha Starr. They refer to themselves now as the It Girls.
Has Samantha's neck healed, though, properly?
Who's to say? I know that you had a tricky neck for many, many years, sir.
I did. Well, I mean, Medusa kept hitting me, you know?
Yeah.
I have an ankle that randomly every couple of days, I'll just be standing there and all of a sudden shooting pain, can't put weight in it for like 5 minutes. I have to like stretch it out and then back to normal.
For folks that don't know,
I was dancing, and then I saw you change the song, so my dancing would no longer be relevant.
For some reason, there's like 2 clips with different songs. I don't know why.
You know what? It's fine, because we all love music. We all love the sounds that things make, even when we don't understand what they are.
What the fuck is up, Kyle? No, what did you say?
I was making a segue to the Liberty Bell Brawl, because bells make noise. And what the hell is a Liberty Bell Brawl match? We're going to find out as NWA Tag Team Champions. Blunt Force Trauma with Aaron Stevens face the Immortals, the men that made it to the finals of the Crockett Cup, and on their way there took out Blunt Force Trauma, earning themselves this match. What do you guys think a Liberty Bell Brawl? Joe left. What do you think a Liberty Bell Brawl match is? What is that? Do you have to slam somebody's head inside a bell and ring it?
Look, the one thing I can say is the reaction from the crowd is going to be live. I'm just saying.
Much like every time that Thrillbilly Silas Mason enters a bedroom, it is just like that. Thrillbilly Silas Mason will be going up against Colby Carino, but this match might not be exactly this based off of what happens tomorrow night on NWA Power, because that's another segue. The NWA National Heavyweight Championship will be on the line as Tom Latimer defends against former champion Thrillbilly Silas Mason. So already we have a card for NWA 76 that's taking shape that still, as Joe and I like to say all the time, wow, Mile High Cartwheel Club. Jake?
Whoa.
I'm glad you guys got to experience that together. You never know what's going to happen. Colby could get squashed, or this match could end up being for the NWA National Heavyweight Championship. It remains to be seen. As Joe and I always say when we're in office meetings, when somebody brings something out, we just go, card subject to change. We don't know.
Thank you, Michael, from traveling all the way from Trenton, New Jersey to Philadelphia, which, depending on traffic, might be 17 hours. I'm not exactly sure. I know it's a nightmare. I've never been on that part of the country, but I know that could be.
I have. I wrestled Sid in Trenton, New Jersey, and then a small child punched me in the genitals when I rolled outside the ring at an outdoor show.
You deserved it.
I probably did.
You know what? And Scott's right. Fixers rule. They do.
Fixers rule! All right, what else we got going on here? Speaking of power, tomorrow night, let's just do a nice little graphic of everybody out there. Doesn't Thrillbilly look like he's trying to do like Roman Reigns stuff? We talked about this match. It's happening. Tom Latimer, of course.
What? Wait a minute. Have Max join the Southern Six? Why would Max do that?
Because the Wasteland does kind of look like the South.
Like we've ever had. Let me join with these guys who like to drink Miller Lite and go wrestle with clowns.
I think basically the answer would be because Jim Mitchell sounds like that's something he would be involved in.
That's true. Okay, that is true.
Frankly, Tom Latimer, a lot of talk online, a lot of talk internally that Tom Latimer may or may not try to go after the NWA World Heavyweight Championship.
Hold on a minute.
Yeah, bro.
Medusa just texted me and said, I will hit you again. That's extremely rude.
Is Medusa watching this again? I remember one time she told Joe and I once that we swear too much on here.
Top viewer, Medusa's just too busy to comment with all these other people.
Yeah, we'll hit you again. Well, that's just rude. That's rude.
Speaking of busy, tomorrow night, Knox and Murdoch, they will get busy. The Wrecking Crew combination of these men, they're looking to destroy someone in the National Wrestling Alliance. They want to take out their aggression on people. Who's it going to be? You're going to have to tune in to find out because they will be in action. And, of course, we talked about it earlier tonight, the Tag Team Championships, the King Bees, the NWA World Women's Tag Team Champions. They are supposed to defend the championships against the It Girls at NWA 76. However, two individuals that could change the entire dynamic of that match are Ruthie J and La Rosa Negra. Caribbean Flow. These two ladies have come together. They've made a tag team. They're training constantly together. In fact, we asked them on the show tonight. I don't know if they've been able to make it work for us or not, though. So we're going to find out, ladies and gentlemen, but they might pop in here shortly. If not, we could always just get Magic Jake, which is not going to be the same. And, of course, at NWA 76,
I did send Jake the link, actually.
and at NWA 76, because so many people asked about it, by the way, they said, is there going to be any sort of like meet and greet or fan fest? So we can't make any promises. But what we can promise is that if you get there before the show begins with the doors open, there will be stars of the National Wrestling Alliance out there hanging out with you, taking pictures, signing autographs, maybe kissing Joe Galli's babies. Who knows? Singular baby. You never know.
I don't know who it's going to be either. It's just
including the price of admission.
We've had ultrasounds. There's not a second baby in there. Come on.
What if?
I was talking about the meet and greet, not your baby.
What if?
Could be anybody.
Kyle was on a whole different level.
I'm turning into you, Joe.
Gary!
That's what's happening.
Gary!
Gary, come back.
Gary!
Let's go to the chat and see how much people are hating this right now. We got chicken sandwich talk, Puerto Rico in the house. What else we got there? Max the Impala. Driving mad woman.
He's a car
Interesting, yes.
He's a transformer.
We are going to the Northeast, so it is Max the Impala.
All right, here we go. What are we talking about? You talk about NWA 76, but what's the main event for 76? NWA will EC3 defend the world title. Yes, EC3 will defend the world title. However, there has been so much speculation about who he will be defending against. I could tell you, I think I have the answer, but he hasn't committed to it yet. We're going to find out. And will it be Shane Douglas? You know what? You never know what is going to happen. Shane Douglas, 30 years ago, almost to the day of 76, Shane Douglas threw down the title and started an entire revolution of ECW, Extreme Championship Wrestling. And there is a part of me I'd love to see Shane Douglas as a big fan of that and have him on there and be like, hey, look who's still around.
You just want to have Shane sign your belt.
I do. I have an ECW replica world title over there and my NWA title. So you never know. But regardless, you never know who's going to show up in there. Philly, of course, is the backyard of so many people in professional wrestling, legends, names. And, 76 is a hell of an anniversary. That could be there. Will the Crush herself, Natalia Markova, be in action at NWA 76? I believe we've already announced this. She will be part of the Burke Invitational Gauntlet. opportunity to become #1 contender for the NWA World Women's Championship. And of course, Natalya has been somebody who many names in National Wrestling Alliance have been courting for managerial aspects.
Look, Papa Joe in the chat said, "Bring on Shane," because I was giving him jib about watching old WCW Worldwide, and Shane was whooping his ass. He's still mad about it.
Kyle? Were you clicking on it too?
He's still mad about
it. Joe and I are trying to do so much right now.
Yeah, that's what you're talking about. I'm not
what
sure
else we got going on
talking
here?
about when you posted that, but who knows?
I'm very serious here. Will you be streaming NWA 76 live on YouTube, or what streaming service you guys are going to use? The streaming service, of course, is the same place that we are for the National Wrestling Alliance Weekly. That's NWA Power is on the CW. You can go to CWTV.com or download the app, stream it free of charge. Catch up on past seasons of NWA Power, watch new episodes on Tuesdays, and NWA 76 is going to be episodes in the future that you can watch. Joe, what's up?
I know we talk about the NWA, which is obvious for the podcast.
Tell me more.
But let's take a second here and just realize the incredible amount of content that is on the CW app. Not only do you have all of what we're doing presently here with NWA Power, you also have Firefly. You have All American. You have all of the original seasons of Baywatch. Baywatch, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, and Inside the NFL is on there now.
Inside the NFL. Boom.
That's actually why I downloaded the app on my Roku before I knew we were going on the channel. I heard Inside the NFL.
But here's the thing, DLZ. I know you're all about the deals. What's better than free 99?
Nothing. Free 99. Nothing's free anymore, is it?
Just saying.
But the app is. Indeed.
Baby.
And there's some older Power episodes on there.
A question of, will any of the territory champions be on the 76 show? You know, anything is possible right now. However, this is going to be mostly the main roster. It is so packed with the contracted NWA talent. If you've been following our socials,
but you never know
any of the dirt sheets, as they call them, or anything like that. It's been all over there. Talent getting locked in left and right. I wonder why. Could there be something going on?
There's always
remains to be seen.
Wait, let's go back a second.
Let me walk with you. Guide me.
Listen, I want everybody in this chat to understand this situation. When we had Ric Flair in St. Louis for our anniversary show, do you know when I knew that Ric Flair was going to be there?
That day?
5 minutes before he freaking came out.
Yeah.
Like, he was already in the town. So, like, the surprises are abound even for us who are on this podcast.
Yeah, he wasn't initially like on the format or nothing.
No.
Yeah.
So, like, it's crazy. You never know what you can expect to see, which is why you need to be there in person to see it.
NWA needs to get Mike Knox under a contract already. Have you ever tried to get Mike Knox to even answer a text or an email?
Look, his lawyer is a jackalope.
Yeah.
I'm not kidding. Like, I'm like, hey, Nike, like, here's a contract. You want to look it over? He's like, send it to my lawyer.
He does one of these with his beard.
A freaking mythical creature. I send his contracts to mythical creatures.
Yeah. Which I've also heard him allude to could be his brother or his cousin. It's so weird.
It's so much to where even Danny Dealz had to step away to check on his jackalope. Boom, right there. Look at that. Bubsy.
By the way, this is just permeating the chat. Max the Impaler joining the Southern Six.
Yes, Max would eat all of them, just like
true.
Like Galactus.
This is Alex Misery. It looks like a red pen, which is probably blood.
Writing stuff down, taking notes.
Taking notes. I like that. When will NWA content officially become available in the UK? Might I recommend striking a television streaming deal with IOZat TV in the UK? That is actually beyond Joe and I. That has to do with rights issues and other companies and contracts that may or may not have been signed.
Look, here's the important thing, and I think fans need to know this. Making a television deal is hard. It takes a lot of work, and it also takes a lot of paperwork. And so even if a television deal, which might be international, it might be domestic, it might even be incredibly local, all of that takes a lot of time. That in this world of everything's live and everything's happening, it seems weird to people that things just take time to do. And as Kyle Davis pets his ficus, I will tell folks that we have some TV deals that we're going to announce when we can announce them. But we can't do it right now because things take time, unfortunately.
Let's change the subject.
Wait a minute.
Gary?
That's incrimination right there. Sage Chance, do you have Gary? Where's Gary, Sage?
Listen, we're curious where Gary is as well, ladies and gentlemen. We have no idea where Gary is. Otherwise, why would we be asking where Gary is if we knew where he was? Come on. Moving on. We also have territory shows coming up. As it was mentioned in the chat, we've got Black Harvest coming up. Crossfire Wrestling. You can go to tickets right now. It is on the link up in the top of the corner, or you can just type out that entire thing right there. I'll leave it on the screen for a minute. I don't have the patience for it. It's gone now. Max the Impaler, everybody's favorite, not member of the Southern Six. Of course, it's taking place Friday, October 4th. And this is going to be an event that's taking place in Tennessee. Danny Dealz right around the corner from you, correct?
Yeah, about 3 hours, but yeah.
Close enough.
People forget
we talked about
how long Tennessee is.
More Max. Why is it Max is in everything? Literally. I can't escape Max, just like the Southern Six can't escape Max.
Enough to get out there and wrestle enough to get 2 belts, but you're not.
Sage might have an answer for you here, Joey G.
I usually don't even wear a belt to keep my pants up.
Is it this
what do
one?
we got?
Yep.
Wow, locked in a cage. I feel like Gary would just be cool with getting in the cage. Like he wouldn't be like resisting at all. He'd be like,
are you calling Gary a rat, Sage?
No, we would never.
Hey, man, if you want me in the cage, I'll just be in the cage. It's cool. I'll get pictures from the cage. It's cool.
I can podcast in the cage.
Yeah, I'll just
do
podcast in the cage.
Well, Slimeball City ain't pretty, and I hope Gary Horne is going to be okay there. And of course, the looks that kill. We talked about this show earlier today, tonight, this evening, whatever it is. That's going to be taking place December 14th.
What time zone did you know, Rosa, we were in?
I swore I texted Eastern.
Which is Puerto Rico, right?
No, it changes.
Tell me in the chat if Puerto Rico is a different time zone.
It is.
Than Eastern time zone.
It is.
If it is, we might have screwed the pooch on that one.
I forget what it is.
Well, we were going to have guests on the show, but
I sent Jake the link, and he hasn't showed up yet. He's still in the comments.
With a Z.
Also, here's the other fun fact. Ruthie never responded. By the way, I love this. What's it on? It's on a thing called StreamYard.
There's our guest right there. There's our guest.
Yeah.
Right there.
Oh, Bub.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to the chat. You got any questions for us? Because frankly, we've talked promotion. We've talked this. We could talk about the little subject I thought was fun last week, which was kind of doing a get up on this. I discovered interactive horror video games in the last couple of weeks.
What?
It's like a choose your own adventure of video games.
With horror.
With horror. It is. Let me grab one of these for you right now.
Listen, one of those things that Kyle's bringing up, I'm not exactly sure what Kyle's doing, but I'll tell you right now, I do very much enjoy on TikTok. I'll scroll through, and they have built Jurassic Park video games where you get to like wander throughout the Jurassic Park of like the first movie, and then you like get attacked by the dinosaur and you have to run away from it. That stuff is like addicting to me. I don't know why.
So there is a camp game called The Quarry, where you have like 9 different characters, and depending on what you do, they live or die.
Yes, the answer is yes.
And then this one I played just recently. This is the Dark Pictures anthology, Man of Medan. These are great. These are fantastic.
All right, Kyle,
I cannot give you enough things.
Chase Chance wants to see all of your action figures. That's too much.
No, there's a lot back there. I did just get, hold on, a convention exclusive SDCC.
That's my extent.
Okay, here we go. We got Agent Liberty from the Panic in the Sky storyline from the early 90s. Look at that right there.
We're trying. We're trying, Fran. We're trying.
And then also,
that's harder than you know. That's really hard.
Nerd.
Dark Side.
Nerd.
If anybody knows,
I agree, Cosmic Joe. What a nerd.
This is very hard to come by right now. This sold out everywhere, hard to find.
CJ can't be sold at Target, so that's why Kyle doesn't have it. So there you go.
That's right, baby. I actually had to cancel a bunch of pre-orders. They had these new Outsiders figures coming out. Just can't afford it. Don't need it for the display. Real talk, ladies and gentlemen.
I have a
inflation's real.
Figure on my desk at the warehouse.
Very nice.
He sits in the Sharpie jar.
Well, I hope not, because Cartoon Central, and I thought he meant Cartoon Network. I was going to say all those shows
gone, brother.
Yeah, I was like, oh no.
Okay, hold on. Let's have a discussion.
Hold on. The CW is not available outside the U.S., so that is not going to work. I'm sorry to hear that, because one of the programs that people want the CW to have all over the place is Carneyland with William Patrick Corrigan, Joe Galli, and myself. I'm very hateable on the show, I'm told. But if you have not had a chance to see it because you are somehow staying away because of the allergy to CW, maybe you only like BTs. Those are letters that aren't CW. It was a grasp. I don't care. Right now, Apple Plus and Amazon, you can actually order and purchase episodes of Carneyland if you want to take a look at that.
Kyle, let's take a second right now.
Yes, Joe.
The Cartoon Network's gone. It's been blown up. It's fine. It's part of how television works.
Mm-hmm.
I want everyone in the chat, and including the folks here that are, DLZ and Kyle, what are your favorite cartoon shows that were available on Cartoon Network?
Harvey Birdman.
Harvey
Yes!
Birdman Law is number one with a freaking bullet.
C-Lab 2021 was another great one. Bizarro, I love you. Bizarro, I love you.
There are others that are fine and they're good, and Nickelodeon had their share.
Can't forget Meatwad.
Look, Aqua Teen Hunger Force. Aqua Teen Hunger Force, fantastic.
Hold that abs. When somebody stabs you, you gotta look good.
Like anything with that is just.
Yeah, but Harvey Birdman was easily
Harvey Birdman, and I'm going to pull another one out here. Venture Brothers.
Yeah,
what a concept. What if Johnny Quest was a failure? Is the concept of that entire thing.
Super Jail.
If you have not seen Venture Brothers.
Remember
Venture
Super
Brothers
Jail?
is definitely worth it. So I'm just saying, I know there's a lot of stuff out there and the dynamics are changing and all this other sort of stuff. But if you can find episodes of some of that older stuff from the Cartoon Network before it was shuttered, it's one of we take advantage of it. We think everything that we see is going to last forever, but nothing lasts forever.
I have a DVD of Harvey Birdman. So
then it does technically until the DVD dies and is too scratched up. It's one of those things that
I think there is. Let's see while we're here on the Roku I have here. There is an Adult Swim channel. Let's see if it still works.
Oh, here's a great addition here. Wait a minute.
How many figures you got? I actually have close to 400 figures at this point.
The Adult Swim channel still works.
Hold on now. Like asking me, John Adams, you son of a bitch. There you go. That's my Assy McGee. That is my Assy McGee.
Who's Assy McGee?
Assy McGee was this bizarre thing that they did on Cartoon Network where it was just like a butt and legs. And it was a detective that was essentially Sylvester Stallone. And they were just doing like this. And like would do all these random things. And like John Adams was his like nemesis. Even though he was the second president of the United States. None of it made sense. But I loved Assy McGee.
There was a show on MTV called Clone High, which was historical figures cloned as teenagers going to high school together. And that's very much sounds like that too.
Well, you know what, Owl?
I'm sorry, man.
Here's the thing.
Or lady. I don't know. You're
an owl. Look, nothing
no
is forever. And this was like something that I was trying to allude to at the beginning of this podcast is sometimes negotiations and contracts and paperwork and all of these things just take forever. just take forever. In the way that we're looking at the top of Kyle's head for no reason and into his eyes.
I was going to see if I could bring this closer here.
Fucking computer.
Because someone asked about Batman, but that's not going to work.
We'll get there. But ladies and gentlemen, things are happening that are very, very good in the NWA.
Yeah.
To the point to where, like, try to put this in perspective. My entire life is the National Wrestling Alliance, and I felt comfortable enough to start a family in it, which means it has to be something that's going to last several years. So, like, I'm just saying, like, if I feel comfortable in the fact I could start a family and I could support a family on it, then we're doing something right.
Well, also don't think
need to wait
that
for it.
international and all that wasn't something that somebody talked about. It wasn't just
that's true.
blown off like, that's all right. No, like
it was a constant conversation that was still in the works, and unfortunately still in the works means
nobody says, you know. Just doesn't happen.
Here's a great question.
We thought about it.
Do I have any Batman? Yes, I have an entire area over there that I was trying to bring the thing to. I probably have about 30-something figures of Batman alone, different variants, different versions, different this, that, the other thing, ancillary characters. Then I've got the heels next to it as well. Same thing with a bunch of Superman. Then I've got all the Marvel Legends figures separated by teams, and then sometimes eras as well. There's like a 90s.
We're working on that, Jeanette.
Yeah. Were we talking about the thing I was going to click on before I got stopped and asked the question? How do fans? Yes, it is.
We're working on that.
Yes. Seasons 1 to 14, of course, we're on YouTube for quite some time. And if you want deals, do you still have any of these season 1 and 2 DVDs still or no?
They bought them all.
Fantastic.
What the fuck is up, Kyle? No.
I'm not the one that bought them all.
I said they bought them all. They're all gone. I didn't say
I
you
bought them all, ladies and gentlemen.
They're all gone. Everybody bought them. We never made season 3, so I never get to see Mount Storm.
So sorry to hear that.
Just in my memory.
Look, like the main and the important thing is we've got a lot of stuff that Kyle, Dealz, and myself have been waiting to talk about.
Yes, and this one triggers me, actually. This one triggers me.
It's like in this world where everything needs to be immediate and like you have to just post it about it on Instagram or Twitter or whatever or X. Like, it's just infuriating that like some things take some time.
Yeah, unfortunately,
to trust us.
I finally wanted to bring this one
to you.
We don't want to take time. We don't want
to fight. This always rubbed me the wrong way, guys. Listen, the whole thing was you were ordering the pay-per-view to watch it once, and one of the perks was you could rewatch it. It was never supposed to be like, this is the only reason I ordered in the first place was to order it so I could like have it and keep it forever. Nothing lasts forever, unfortunately. And I can tell you this because I keep on going to stream things that I remember was like, oh, that'll be on like Shudder. And then I look, it's no longer on Shudder. They lost the rights to it. So now I have to, pay for it.
Kyle, that's why I didn't ditch any of my DVDs.
Look,
yeah, smart man.
Here's the issue. And I hate to put the whole industry on blast, but I'm going to do it. Look, I have a number of family members that love watching mixed martial arts pay-per-view, which you can guess who the top person is in that realm. They love watching it. They never pay for it. They watch it on all these different modes to watch things to where they don't have to pay for the pay-per-view.
Yeah.
And that's the world we live in. And so we have to make adjustments to that.
The amount of pirated streams that we had when we had
ridiculous. And I've talked to people in my family that's like, hey, I like to make a lot of money to pay for this house that, is going to have Shelby and potentially your new niece in. I'd really like for you to pay for stuff. And they're like, no. And so it's like, how are you going to fight that? And the answer is just to not do it. I'm sorry.
Also, with our current taping schedule, it does make things a little wonky. But still, guys, you never know what's going to happen. New Year right around the corner. Changes.
What the fuck is up, Kyle? Tell us what the heck is up, Kyle.
Why you always got to scream at me, Joe, about that stuff?
Yeah. I had to answer Crisito at the poster. I told him you told me to wait.
All right, so let's touch base with those people that weren't here earlier. It's Monday. This is the NWA podcast. Joe Galli, Danny Dealz, Kyle Davis. This is the NWA. Gary Horne, our usual host of the programming, has disappeared. It's been 3 weeks. We're hoping he has food and drink. We're hoping he's in a safe place.
Allegedly, he's in a cage in Slime City.
And we're hoping that every time we hear a little utter of Joe Galli saying, "Shut up, Gary," it's not because he's in Joe's basement.
Can I say something real quick, Kyle?
Yeah, bro.
The next time we do this podcast, I'm going to be a dad. How
Whoa.
is that? It's super weird.
Papa G. You can't be jokes. We already have one of those here. Papa G.
It's okay. But like,
it seems like a pizza place.
So like in the chat, and I'm being very honest with everyone here, I want to put your best dad advice into the chat because I have no idea what I'm doing. I am beside myself. I've read books. Hold on 1 second. Here we go. I've got, and this isn't a plug, ladies and gentlemen. This is just the simplest baby book in the world, and several other things that have been provided to me. I have no freaking idea what I'm doing. So if you could give me any ideas in the chat, some things you wish you were told before you were either a dad or a parent, I would greatly appreciate it because I'm scared. I'm literally scared about what is happening. I have no concept of it. And so if you could do that for me, and I will read them on Wednesday as my baby is cut out of the gut that is my wife, which I will be there for.
Phrasing, bro.
Oh, boy. What the fuck, Greg?
Exorcist 3 up in here.
Jesus Christ.
Children are a gift and a joy to have.
So, like, I'm almost going to cry right now because I don't know what I'm doing and I'm terrified. I just want to be a good enough father to where this person was a productive member of society, uses the left and right turn indicators, pays their taxes, and occasionally watches professional wrestling. That is the most I can hope for out of my child. So please let me know how I can do that. As Kyle does.
Okay, here we go. I was just going to read sad animal baby fact while we're talking about children.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Do not do this to me, Kyle. Do not do this to me. I'll leave.
Okay.
I'm going to end the stream right now, Kyle.
Sloth parents teach their kids specific tree preferences for where to best hang out. That's something positive. That's a positive thing.
I'm not a sloth. I have more than 3 toes.
Ladybug eggs are tiny, helpless blobs that are unrecognizable.
What is the show right now? Are we supposed to talk about
black lace weaver spiders devour their mother after hatching?
Gary!
Yeah, so Power tomorrow is
tomorrow night, NWA Power, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to make a quick go-to. Let me scroll over here in case you weren't here earlier tonight so you know exactly what's going on. We're going to have the NWA National Heavyweight Championship on the line as Tom Latimer defends against Thrillbilly Silas Mason. This match could change the entire dynamic of NWA 76 because I have been told that Tom Latimer is considering using that championship to cash in on EC3. But if Thrillbilly Silas Mason wins this match, new champion, opportunity out the window. Knox and Murdoch will be in action. This tag team has been devastating the NWA competition, and they are looking for redemption after coming up short in this year's Crockett Cup. Winning 1 year before, fantastic. Winning 2 years in a row, a dream that went out the window because of the Southern Six. They will be in action, and they're looking to make someone pay. Speaking of tag team action, the NWA World Women's Tag Team Championships will be on the line as the King Bees defend against Caribbean Flow, Ruthie J, and La Rosa Negra. Ladies and gentlemen, we also are going to be coming up NWA 76, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, August 31st. Get your tickets at NWALiveEvents.com. All the matches we ran down earlier tonight will go rapid fire. Knox and Murdoch versus the Southern Six. What was that?
Is it Caribbean Connection? I feel like Dealz.
They told me Caribbean Flow.
But
they told me Caribbean Flow.
Caribbean Flow. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
That's just what I have been calling them.
It's on my ring announcing card that they told me. Just putting that out there. Knox and Murdoch versus the Southern Six. It's a tag team grudge match. 76 also will have the Burke Invitational Gauntlet to crown the new #1 contender to the NWA World Women's Championship. Somebody asked in the chat, where is Tim Storm? Well, there's a guy that looks a lot like Tim Storm called Baron Von Storm, who may be the man with a slight brain injury. He is claw holding everybody and can only be shut down by his medical overseer, Jack Stade. This tag team match will be taking place at NWA 76 as they go against Magic Jake Dumas, friend of the podcast. He's in the chat there. And the Mass Zion, who theoretically could also be a friend of the podcast in the chat. We just don't know because he wears a mask.
Baby boy.
Yeah, who knows? We have the four-way for the NWA.
He could be
it could be any
Jeremiah
of those
Plunkett.
people.
Wait, he's not Jeremiah Plunkett. For sure, he's not Jeremiah Plunkett.
No.
I'm just saying.
We have a four-way for the NWA United States Tag Team Championships as Tazy Kill and Talos, the newest champions, the men that are under the mindset of Vampiro, I still don't know the dynamic personally. Well, defend against the Slime Balls, the Country Gentlemen with Joe Kazana and the Fixers. And then we need to figure out who is going to be the #1 contender to the Junior Heavyweight Championship. Will it be Alex Misery? Will it be Jack Cartwheel? Will it be the fans? Because that match is going to be a hell of a competition. And I think you're just going to end up winning in the long run. Also, tag team championships for the women's division on the line. King Bees, if they can get past tomorrow night's challengers. I mean, this show's still 3 weeks away almost. Not even. The King Bees, if they can't make it to 76, that means someone else will be defending against the It Girls. Speaking of champions, Blunt Force Trauma, the NWA World Tag Team Champions with Aaron Stevens, facing the men that took them out in the Crockett Cup, the Immortals. It is a Liberty Bell brawl. I don't know the dynamic of this match. All I know is you like loud noises. You like things banging into each other.
That's gonna be
you
loud.
like Philly and you like things that are regional centric, like the Liberty Bell to Philadelphia, then this match is going to be for you. And of course, we also have this match that was just announced: Thrillbilly Silas Mason against Colby Carino. Colby's father, of course, made a legend for himself in this place that this show is going to be the 2300 Arena, the former ECW Arena. His father's a former NWA World Heavyweight Champion. He spent many nights in that place, and Colby Carino now is trying to build up his pedigree in the National Wrestling Alliance. Former junior heavyweight champion, and now he is looking to make a name for himself even more than it was already there against Thrillbilly Silas Mason. And again, depending on what happens tomorrow night, this match could be for the NWA National Heavyweight Championship. And Joe, you wanted baby advice? Here's regular adult advice. Don't stick your hands in your mouth. You're going to get sick.
Look, I washed my hands. I have Purell. I'm just saying, look, here it is. Boom. I'm making my call right here. I don't know why he does this, but apparently that's what the Southern Six do. I don't know why.
Also, don't forget, I got new deals at the shop.
He does have new deals.
I have that bundle, $49.99. You get 3 shirts of the same size and 2 extra items. It could be anything. It could be current stuff. It could be old stuff. It could be new town stuff. It could be old town stuff. It's not even here. Who knows what it is? New shirts, all kinds of stuff. I'm also going to have new stuff for 76. And if any of it survives it, I'll put it online. But it probably won't. So maybe it won't. Hey, look at that guy. All right. Yeah, a little Baron action, a little Jack Stain. What title hasn't Jax held? I mean, he's held them all.
He has not held any of the women's titles or the U.S. tag titles.
Or the bare knuckle championship. Now look at this.
Exactly.
We got
Rock picture.
We had the jersey and we have the shirt. The shirt's now on demand because we blew it out. And we got the jersey. We still got some jerseys in stock. That's what that last picture was before we saw Kyle and his trainer hanging out with Jim Cornette.
I hate that Dead Kobe had to bring this up here, but really, VPN, it has done wonders. And I know that I even have friends that are in the U.S. and they want to watch other things that they can't watch here. Gives you a really way to pick out what you can without having those restrictions of regions for you. It's like when you had a friend when you were younger who had like a non-region specific PlayStation where they could play all those cool Japanese games. That stuff was badass.
Or in my day, if you didn't have cable, you know.
I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. Thank you, Kevin, for that advice. I'm terrified. I have no idea what to expect. I have never taken care of a child. I have been the youngest in my family, And so this is going to be quite an adventure for me.
Hold on. Have you ever changed a diaper?
No.
Have you been practicing?
Yes.
Okay. I was like, I would be like, I got to learn this shit.
I think live action might be a little different.
Live action is much different, especially when it comes to like if you have a baby boy, because there's an opportunity.
Because corn dogs are better than gravy cakes. That's Cosmic Joe just said.
Absolutely, but there's an opportunity to get sprayed more than you would with a daughter. So we'll just see how it goes, and you're gonna know right here on the podcast. And everybody who follows NWA on socials is going to know when this baby gets their first breath, because we're making it happen, baby. Yeah.
Ryan, I never had a 7800.
I had a 2600 Atari.
That's it. That's all
I started with
it. That it was called Atari.
I came a little later in life from a very poor family. The first console we've ever had was an N64. There were many before that we could have had.
Yeah.
But the first one we ever had was an N64.
I went from Atari to Nintendo.
Yeah.
I didn't have Coleco or 7800 or none of that. And television.
For some reason, my dad bought a Sega Master System back in the day.
People thought it was going to be hot. Sega was hot for a second.
Yeah. And then Genesis came out later on. And it was like, hey, all right, badass.
I had the original Nintendo back in,
of course,
85 or 86 or whatever it was.
And let Nintendo, as we end the show,
remember Castlevania?
Yes. Let Nintendo be an amazing example of what we learn as we age here, ladies and gentlemen. We all sometimes just absorb information in a way that somebody told us something or it makes sense, and we go, that's reality. That's truth. We, when we were younger, blew into the cassettes, into the games to try to get the dust out because the game would not work.
Yeah, you put it halfway in and slap it down. Yeah.
As an adult, though, it turns out the blowing on it did nothing. It was just when you took it out and put it back in, you were resetting the pins across the disc.
No, that definitely did something.
I'm telling you, that's the reality. But to us, it felt real. It felt like blowing it was the answer. So I just want everybody here to think, just because you feel that something is real, it doesn't make it, wrong to feel that way, but there's reality and there's feelings. So you got to make sure that how you feel is backed up by reality.
You're getting all deep.
I am. I think the edible's about to hit. Speaking of which, guys, if you live in Florida, vote yes on Prop 3. I know somebody's going to say that. I have immense anxiety and incredible pain 24 hours a day. So if I am not mildly medicated, I feel like garbage and I get pretty miserable. And it costs about $750 a year to have a medical marijuana card in Florida. And I don't know about you, but that's a shit ton of money for something that's just is it's not covered by insurance or anything else. So Prop 3, you can vote on it. It will make it recreational. Yes, they will tax it. It will help fix the economy. And also, it would allow people like me to not have to spend $750 just for something that I don't use a lot of to begin with. What else? Just because something seems kind of broken, you might just need to blow it. Yep, you took that from that, and I'm okay with that. Cosmic Joe Chronicles has fallen asleep with this, ladies and gentlemen. At the end of the day, NWA 76, August 31st, Philadelphia, NWALiveEvents.com.
Do we have a update?
Power tomorrow night. What do we have? A what update? A moment of Sal?
Yeah.
Probably not. Joe and I don't know what we're doing. We've been working all day, and then we hop on this.
We don't have Sal, but we do have.
And his name is John C.
You can't see Joe.
I don't know why.
You can follow me on my socials, Kyle Davis ATL, right there on the screen. That's my ex. Well, that's not my ex. My ex lives at the beach. But
what the fuck is up, Kyle? No.
Gotcha, baby.
Kyle Davis ATL for if you want to follow me on socials. Danny Dealz is at nationalwrestlingalliance.com.
Nice.
You're killing me, bro.
Yeah.
Go to merch right there. In fact,
great story, compelling and rich.
Joe Galli can be found, trying to be a father.
Shut your stupid ass up.
You want to wrap the show?
I've been waiting the entire show to do this.
You want to wrap the show up for me? Because every time I try, it just gets shut
Ladies and
down.
gentlemen, here's Kyle Davis.
What an idiot. Oh, what a loser.
That hurts.